I think of the pain and the sensation of when you accidentally put your hand on a stove, and then also the sensation and the pain if you accidentally cut yourself. And if you were to combine those two and maybe times that by like 1,000, that would be the pain.
You would think Craig Leppert was talking about a recent injury or an accident that only this kind of pain could cause, but it's not. Leppert is talking about simply stepping out into the sunlight. Since his birth, Leppert has suffered from a disorder that only 0.001% of the population has, known as erythropoietic protoporphyria, or EPP.
On a typical summer day, I usually wear a visor, a hoodie, jeans, and I have with me a pair of gloves, and sometimes when I was younger, even a ski mask, just because you don't know what situation you get put in.
If Leppert ends up in a situation where he's under the sun for too long, his body can swell up and begin burning and itching, leaving marks behind. Leppert says his hands and face get the worst of it.
If I do have a reaction or do start to feel like something's coming on, what I'll do is immediately have to get out of the sun. And usually if I can get out right when I feel it, I'll be okay for the most part. But say if I'm in a situation where I'm driving a car and even a little bit of sun and like hits my hands, and I start to feel it, I have to drive for the next like 2 hours. I'll be in a lot of pain and try to figure out a way to get home as fast as possible.
Leppert has been featured on Discovery Health's Mystery Diagnosis as the burning boy who had a condition that went undiagnosed for years until he finally found a doctor that could help.
For the last couple summers, I've been doing experimental treatments to try to cure EPP using myself as the guinea pig. I've been the first test subject for 3 out of the 4 studies. Unfortunately, they haven't worked for me, but I know that the test results that they've gotten from that are going a long way to help someday find a cure for EPP.
It's overcast days like these that Leppert says he feels most comfortable because it's the temperature outside that has him bundled up, not his fear of being burned.
But what Leppert fears the most is what he could potentially pass down to his children.
I want to do very special things in this world, but the most important thing to me when I think about life is to be a great husband and a great father someday and have a great family. And I know growing up with this disorder, everything you have to do as a kid or want to do is basically outside. And you know, especially in middle school, how kids are in human nature, like don't understand and the trials and tribulations you have to go and growing up with it. To know I gave that to my kid and to know I put my kid through what he most likely will experience will kill me.